Hello everyone! Today I am going to tell you about a new feature in Dynamics 365, the Sales Release Wave 2, 2025. It's called Sales Qualification Agent. This agent is a new capability in Dynamics 365 that enhances standard lead management using Microsoft Copilot AI. It's not just an automated assistant. It's an agent that independently researches potential customers, evaluates their fit against a configured ideal customer profile, and offers recommendation for next steps. This functionality is especially useful for companies with a large volume of leads. The agent's goal is to save the sales team time on manual lead qualification and ensure consistency in evaluation criteria across all segments. To use this agent, the following licenses are required: Dynamics 365 Premium or Enterprise, a Copilot Studio license, and a user license for access to the agent settings and Copilot capabilities. You can use either Copilot credit capacity packs or pay as you go, depending on your volume of leads. Copilot credit capacity packs are cost-effective on a monthly basis when there is a large number of leads and many requests, because at the end of the month the unused portion does not roll over to the next month and is cancelled. With pay as you go, you pay only for what you use each month, up to 18,000 requests. No additional license are required to view sales agent performance results. All you need is Dynamics 365 Sales Premium or Dynamics 365 Sales Enterprise. Sales Qualification Agent works directly on the lead card. As soon as new lead is created, Sales Qualification Agent starts working. Sales Qualification Agent automatically becomes the record owner and begins processing the information already available in the CRM system regarding this lead. The main fields start with a subject, job title, company name, and website. Therefore, it's important to fill out these fields. These are the main fields in the settings for creating the ideal customer profile. Next, we'll take a closer look at the settings. The main field is also very important because the agent evaluates whether a valid mail was provided and whether it is a personal or work email. And after the agent has analyzed and confirmed that it is a valid email, agent sends the first email and contacts the lead. This email appears in the timeline associated with that lead. This email is based on information about the company that the agent gets from open sources and on the fields we specify in the settings. There is no exact information in Microsoft's documentation regarding how long it takes an agent to process a lead. This depends on the system's workload. A maximum of 100,000 leads per day. It processes only new leads and currently supports only English. But as a temporary measure, we could use a browser translator. It's fast and convenient. Once it's translated, all the information collected by the agent is displayed in language you choose. Lead is currently being processed. So, I will show you a lead that has already been processed by agent. In this case, the lead has already been qualified. And to view the full information collected by the agent, you need to click See Full Research here in the card header. So here we have the summary completed by the agent, and we click See Full Research. Screen displays three main sections, each of which is automatically generated based on the company's research results. We can also see that the agent has already validated the email and noted that it is a personal email. Whether the lead provided a work email or a personal email also affects the rating, and a work email has a more positive impact on the rating. If for some reason the agent made a mistake or later on while communicating with the client you discover that this is an incorrect email, you can also change this information here. Next, at the top of the window, the agent immediately provides recommendations for the next steps and communication with the lead, along with the brief explanations. If you click on how was this research generated, you can learn more about how the research was conducted and which websites were analyzed. They are also listed here. The communication that was sent is listed, along with their mails, and there is also information here about the company's size, data that wasn't found but other criteria match, meaning the position itself meets the target criteria, the industry in which the company operates, and all of this is described in more detail here. Further communication is required, and this is also noted here. The fact that certain fields are left blank has a significant impact on this result. So, it's better to fill in as many fields as possible. Next, a card with key analytical conclusions is displayed, where the agent summarizes all the communication that has already taken place and explained why the lead was evaluated in this way. This evaluation details how the agent arrived at this decision based on which fields. The industry and position are specified. There is a direct link to the open source that agent used. At the bottom of this form, you will find more detailed analytical information and conclusions about the company. The company overview and its strategic priorities are described more detail. We can also see that the agent has included a link to the source of this information. There is financial information too. You can also see where the information came from and which website the agent used, and news about the company. If information on competitors had been found, it would also be listed here. It's very convenient that in the agent settings you can specify specific websites that you will like the agent to pay attention to first. So, to focus its attention, next I will move on these agent settings to make it clear how these insights are generated, based on which fields and configuration. To proceed, you need to click here. Once you are in the App settings, you will see a new page from the Microsoft IE Command Center. It's specially designed for managing agents. Here you will find general information and overview of the agents and additional articles. To create an agent, click Create and Manage Agents. To create an agent, click Create. Since my agent has already been created, there is no option to select here. In general, the system previously allowed you to create only one active agent at a time. Now you can have several of each type. This applies to both Sales Qualification Agent and Sales Close Agent. Let's move on to configuration the agent itself. At this stage, we determine how autonomously the Sales Qualification Agent will operate. There are two levels of automation here: Research and Engage. If you choose Research, the agent will act as an analyst, independently researching the potential client, gathering facts, evaluating companies against their ideal customer profile, and determining whether this lead meets those criteria or not. The agent also creates a draft email that the manager can review, edit, and send. And if you choose the Engage level, the agent moves to the new level. It not only researches, but can also independently communicate with a potential client. The agent sends personalized emails, responds to the questions, and continues the conversation until the lead shows interest or confirms that he matches the ideal customer profile. At that point, the agent transfers the contact to the salesperson for further work. It is important to note that if you select the Engage level, you cannot return to the Research level. And when you select a level, the system prompts you on which basic settings are required to continue configuring the agent itself. If you choose Research, Bing Search is suggested here, and very conveniently, we can go directly to the page. The system redirects us straight to the settings, and we see that Bing Research is enabled. This is essential for the agent to function properly. When selecting the Engage automation level, you need to create the Azure app, and here it's the same convenient link that you can go straight to it. The system directs us to the creation page. Since I have already created one, I won't create another one. Next, just fill in the name field. You can leave the link field blank. You also don't need to change any settings here. Just click Register. And that's it. Next, for the Azure app, you need to create an app user in Dataverse. Go to Settings. The to-do here by clicking Add New User. I already have one created. What is important at this stage is to be sure to assign a security role. Microsoft recommends assign Sales Enterprise App Access role for the agent to function properly. After you have created the user and the app, for this user you need to create a shared mailbox, so the agent can send emails, and just like before, go to Settings. By clicking Add Email, you need to enter the name, email address, your domain, and an alias, if necessary, and then create it. Your action on this page ends here. However, we must activate this email. You go to the configuration settings. Now you can see the email account I created, and it's activated here. But when you first create it, it will be inactivate. So you will need to select it here and click Activate. After you activate it, click Confirm Email and Verify. Then Verify and Enable. If successful, you will receive a confirmation email and you will see the success status here. At this point, everything is set up and activated. Check the boxes and proceed to configure the agent itself. Here we add our agent's name, followed by a brief description of what he will be doing. Here we select the required user for the application which we created earlier. You can select the language, but currently only English is available in the list. This list is planned to be expanded. Next is the email signature, which clearly indicates that the email is generated by an AI agent. You can edit it or add its disclaimer, if necessary, stating that it was created by AI. However, this is already clear from the signature, and there is an option to add an additional field with information what will be displayed in the email. Next, we move on to configuring the company information. Here you enter the company name and website. In this section, it's important to provide a clear description of your products and its value. It's crucial to describe this well so that the agent can better analyze and understand the product's value as this directly impacts the agent's analytics and the creation of emails. You can use AI to generate a value proposition based on your website and then add it here. In this section, we configure the segment we will work with. In detail, if you have a large number of leads, you can precisely configure the segment by selecting various filters and statuses. For example, to ensure our leads are in the open status and that a mail field is filled in. In this case, you can add a row from the lead table here, and you can also add a field from a related entity. For example, if the lead already has some records in the system and you need to sort them. Next, we specify the number of days for which leads including into this segment persist. The number of days can be reduced, but the maximum is 90. What's very convenient is that once you have configured segment, you can immediately see which specific leads have been included in your segment to verify whether you have set it up correctly, or if you need to add or remove any filters. In this section, you configure the email instructions for agent-sent mailings. There are two modes. This can be personalized emails created by an agent or fixed templates, which you can also specify here. Let's now take a closer look at personalization itself. By selecting this mode, you can clearly define the email structure, where it begins, the body of the email, and how it ends, in this case with a call to action. Next is personalization. That is, we specify which fields are personalized, the lead's first name, last name, or company. You can specify up to 3 fields here. Next is compliance with requirements, that is, what permissions the lead has granted us for which mailings list, and privacy settings to ensure we adhere to policies. Conveniently, you can create a new profile right from here by clicking this link. In this setting, you can clearly specify email verification. Remember, we discussed how the agent validates the field and identifies which email address the lead provided. Here, you can reference the specific field you need so that the agent pays attention to it during validation and sends emails accordingly. The next section is key for configuring the Sales Qualification Agent. In this part, we set up how the agent evaluates the lead. The agent either forwards it to the sales manager or disqualifies it. What they should pay attention to, which fields. And here first we specify which industry the agent should focus on based on our ideal customer profile. That is, for example, if we are interested in logistics, we specify that here, and then the agent will immediately check it. The lead isn't from the industry, the score will be low or they will disqualify it. This way, the manager won't have to spend extra time processing low-quality leads. Here we specify exactly which fields the agent should look at. You can add this from the lead table as well as from related tables. Next, agent look at the company size, large or medium, and which companies we are interested in to qualify the lead and determine the level of our partnership. In this section, we also configure who typically makes the purchase decision. In other words, the agent pays attention to the lead's position. And right away, we can also specify exactly which fields the agent should refer to for comparison. Next, we specify the location, which countries we work with. Or it could be specific cities. We refer to the fields directly. Next, what is the typical revenue range for these companies? This helps the manager see this estimate right away. The agent looks for this information in open source and on websites. And this is immediately pulled into the summary we looked at it earlier for this field. Next, what is the typical budget range for your clients? Here we usually note who makes the decisions. In other words, if the position is for a director or COO, and we have statistics showing that these are generally the most successful leads for us, we note that here and it affects the leads evaluation. Next, we outline the client's needs and the typical purchasing cycle of your clients. 3 months, for example, in this case. And we also refer to the fields here. And what is very convenient is that you can set up your own custom categories here. In this case, I am filtering by company name. The Forbes website is added here, and I am asking if there are any risk indicators for collaboration based on use from this site. The search is specified here in the settings. That is, we are linking to the website, and we are specifying which field to search the company name in. You can select this directly from the table. We specify the field. Next, we specify the criteria we are using to search for information on this site to narrow down the agent's search. Here you can create additional categories, up to 7 of them. The next section covers assignment rules. In this section, we define who the IE agent should hand qualified leads over to after evaluation. This can be a specific seller or a team, and the leads are distributed using a round robin. We also assign a supervisor who will receive escalation-related information if needed. The next section is research. It can allow us to enrich the agent's standard research with additional business context. Here we can add company research, competitor research, or create custom research tailored to our business needs. For example, we can include market insights, internet knowledge, previous experience with a specific segment, or other information that helps the agent evaluate leads more accurately and provide more relevant recommendations to the sales team. You can also add competitors here. Based on these competitors, the agent will add information and your own research. And you can also add research on the companies you work with as well as on competitors to see how it works. Here, click Add in Microsoft Copilot Studio and you will be redirected to the Copilot Studio settings page, where you can add a resource. This resource can be a file in SharePoint, or it can be an additional Salesforce, Azure, or Dataverse resources. You can also add connectors here, such as Confluence, Oracle, and others. This will help the agent clearly understand what to focus on, and it will display this research in summary. In other words, it will improve agent search and its conclusions. You can also create custom resources. Choose a name, specify which analytical conclusion you want to show to the salesperson or manager, and provide a description. And here we also add a knowledge source, which we'll specify here. I'd like to note that the knowledge source added here will also be available in other agents, such as Sales Close Agent. The next section covers settings up emails from agent. Here we also have the option to include your research, but it should focus on email personalization. How will the agent craft the emails? The first step is personalization. For example, if there are already some positive reviews, the agent can reference them in a mail to a lead. And the second part is a knowledge base corresponding to emails. For example, we have a list of products and a list of discounts for those products. And by adding this to the system in the same way, we gain the ability to add it, for example, via SharePoint, or you might also have a database table. Based on this information, the agent will be able to answer questions in emails received from potential customers. If the questions are complex, the agent will escalate them and forward the lead to a manager. After all the settings are configured, you can proceed to modeling the emails. Currently, my agent is already configured, so I don't have the option here, but when settings up the agent before saving, You can model the emails, see exactly which ones will be generated, and adjust them until you are satisfied with the result. To complete the picture, I will go back to the lead that has already been evaluated by the agent so we can review it once again and see how the settings we configured affect the final result. This includes news research, financial information, analytical insights, the overall company profile, and how all of this is compared against the ideal customer profile. All of these settings can be configured and adjusted so the agent saves the sales team time and provides well-grounded conclusions about whether a lead is promising or not. Thank you for your time and attention.